Right, we're good.
Well, one of us is. I mean, I've been sitting here waiting for days.
Oh, days. Whole days. You've been here since Wednesday.
I'm still in the same clothes, aren't I?
Welcome to this facade that we call a
Yes.
podcast.
Oh, that's not a nice way to put it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 2C3 Pod. It's our Friday edition.
Yes, welcome to Friday. As we usually do, we talk about a few things and such and stuff. And
We like to pad these episodes because we talk about the latest trailers and we talk about the movies coming to theaters this weekend. So
yes.
sometimes it's a bit thin. This week there's enough there.
We've got a bit of meat on our bones this week for Friday, but I was about to say, usually we take it a little bit lighter on Fridays, but coming off the back of last Wednesday's episode,
oh boy,
I mean, we're pretty relaxed as when we take things anyway, so we
Yes.
never really take anything too seriously in this podcast, except for maybe our reviews.
we take our reviews very seriously.
Yes.
And I think we should do an episode one week where we just literally talk in monotone the whole time
For like 2
and
hours.
just basically read.
Well, that sounds
From
like
our-
great time, but anyway, Mitchell, it's 2C3 Pod. My name is Dylan, as always, with my co-host.
Mitchell, and we're hitting for a perfect round of golf, and we'll get it because it's time for 2C3 Pod, the number of squares on a Rubik's Cube.
All right, what do we got?
I like the way you die, boy.
Nope. I like the way you die, boy.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a black man,
Yes.
and he's killing somebody
Yes.
with a gun.
Yes. But it's set in the ways back.
Not Django.
Yeah,
It is
boy.
Django, yeah, okay,
that's right. He's talking to Big John Brittle.
Yep.
Remember how when he used to get whipped by him,
Yes.
he would say, "I like the way you beg, boy," or something like that.
It's
or,
been a long time since I've seen that film.
and then
but yes,
finally when he gets a chance, he's like, "I like the way you die, boy."
Fuck, that was a good movie.
Oh, fantastic.
And I think Jamie Foxx's performance in that as Django was really well done in the way that the one thing that I distinctly take away from that film in his performance is that he does a really good job at playing an African American man essentially who doesn't. I don't want to say he's dumb or stupid because he's not, but he's just unintelligent in the way he speaks.
Yeah.
So like he overdresses
Yes.
in ridiculous ways because that's just what he sees and that's what he observes. And
and he's never had that opportunity before. But in
To really
regards to his
express,
speech
yeah.
and things of that nature, I mean, back then there was no school for the blacks.
Well, that's
and
what I
things
mean.
that.
Like, obviously,
they
the
were
white
born
man
into slavery. you
That's
know?
right, So I think that he portrayed that kind of character really well
he did
with the
great.
dialogue that was written, of course. Typical Tarantino's a genius in his
Absolutely.
craft. But
Yeah.
welcome to Friday, everybody. This is Two's Company, Three's a podcast. As already said, my name is Dylan. As always, with my co-host, it is...
As all I've already said, it's Mitchell.
Yes, that's correct. Now...
we are a pop culture podcast. We like to think we are.
Yes.
But we don't take ourselves too seriously. And you can make sure you check us out on your favorite platform, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or watch us on YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout. Yes.
Yes. Doot. What's that sound? Time for Trailer Park.
Okay, that's too boring for me. We got to wrap this up.
Absolutely, man. Oh, boy, dear, my bacon. It's time to head down to the trademark.
Yes.
Yes. Now this is our.
Apologies.
No, lean away. This is a segment for the week where we review the trailers that have come out in the past week.
Yes.
And with that wonderful audio treat to your ears just then.
Yes.
And,
Welcome to podcasting where
and
nothing is filtered.
Just to rehash, if you listened from our late Wednesday episode that came out on a Thursday morning.
Yes. Wednesday night. Yes.
So say Wednesday night.
Wednesday
Don't say yes.
night. Yeah. So Wednesday at 11:30
Just to
PM.
rehash, we are still a little bit under the weather.
Yes.
Because it's been an hour since that time. I mean, it's been over a day, but we're
Yes.
still under the weather. But yeah, have you been taking your antibiotics?
Wednesday was my last day on my antibiotics.
Oh, congratulations.
And
And I'm sure you're feeling much better now,
Oh,
as proven by the cough.
yes.
Oh, shit. Yes, but I'm only 5 days deep into my antibiotics, so I've still got another 5 to go, but I'll
You
do
got
my
10
best.
days? I only got 5 days.
Well, that's the
Maybe
thing.
I should keep taking.
Fuck. Anyway, that's the thing. The doctor actually said to me, take them for 10 days, even if you're feeling better after 5, finish off the course, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
really?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, took my script into the chemist, and they're like, yep, no, cool, all right. And then they had them 5 minutes later, and here you go. And it was a box of like 50
Oh man.
They gave me like so many.
Just finish the course. You'll
No, just finish the course, and
Yeah.
then I'll have a spare like 2 more courses.
Well, that's
Like,
that's the thing.
so I'm like,
like,
sweet, I've got them for next time I get sick.
well, that's right. That's why, like, whenever I've got mine, they say stick to the 5, but there's always
Yeah.
leftovers. I always save them.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
same.
Like,
Yeah.
obviously, there's expiry dates, and you probably shouldn't take them after their expiry dates. We're no doctor, but I don't know.
We're no doctor because we're sick.
Yeah. But, you know, I got no problem
No.
with saving antibiotics. I think it's fine.
Dude, dude, I saved Macca's for like 3 weeks. It's fine.
You know what I found out?
Shit.
Listen, speaking of this is the one thing that I can talk to my team at work about. The one thing I'm relatable with them in terms of conversation. Yes, air fryers. We always talk about.
Yes.
We always talk about the great concoctions you can cook in an air fryer. The other day, I found out that you can cook a really nice pork roast with an amazing crackling in 45 minutes.
Yes.
In a
I
air
could
fryer.
have told you that, dude.
Yeah, but tonight,
Oh, man.
I haven't even got to the main point yet, and I'll probably forget by the time I finish my rant. But
I'll try and
I
remind.
tried like a breadcrumb coated with a few spices, halloumi, like fried halloumi.
All right.
Wasn't great because being like Taylor celiac, yes, we have to have gluten free, so it was a bit dry. We did have a bit of oil, but it just kind of.
Oh, that sounds like a stab at a particular diet as opposed to the problem with cooking.
Well, I think it's just the type of breadcrumbs that we have. It just was a bit dry. It didn't quite work out so well. But
I imagine gluten-free ones would just be like little bricks, little hard pebbles.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's nothing like that. No,
Oh, no,
it's actually
no,
quite good.
no.
But what I was getting at with the air fryer.
Yes.
Welcome to a pop culture podcast. ladies
Yes,
and gentlemen.
exactly.
Apparently,
Let's do it.
like I don't eat chicken nuggets. I just don't eat
Okay.
chicken nuggets on the principle that the fact that they're made with shredded baby chickens.
Chickaroos, as we've
from head to
established.
toe. But apparently, leftover chicken nuggets do fantastic in an air fryer. So if you buy yourself a 20-pack of nugget and you only get through 10 of them and you've got 10 left over for the next day, rather than just throwing them out because they're pretty gross by that point.
They get pretty hard.
Yeah, chuck them in the air fryer. Apparently, they crisp up really good.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's good to know. I can tell you, I know how old I am, and I know how old I'm turning later this month.
Yes.
But I got it given an air fryer on like my 23rd birthday.
What? Really? I didn't think they've been... No, I'm not saying that you're old because we're basically the same age. But I didn't know they've been around for that long.
They've been around for a while, man.
Taylor and I have only had an air fryer for like less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Great for hash browns.
They're fantastic for basically everything. I haven't put anything in there and pulled it out and gone, it's not that good.
Okay, so
You know?
the problem with us is that we make
But
like
I
coated
also eat
things.
gluten. Just saying.
Well, the thing we make like coated foods from scratch, like chicken schnitzels from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, chickens and all.
Yeah. Chickaroos and all.
Chickaroos and all. You know, so like when things need to be submerged in the oil, like deep fryers like that don't work so well. But if you have pre-coated foods, like like chicken nuggets and whatever else, they're perfect.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So hey, take our advice and head down to your local
shop
that sells appliances.
Yes,
Yeah.
and get yourself an air fryer. But speaking of freshly fried foods,
Oh, bring it on.
fresh down the trailer park, Mitchell. We got a fresh trailer for.
We're actually segueing into the show. Oh,
Yeah,
excited.
the show. It is a Friday episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still listening, thank you very much.
Stop by the Walmart to get ourselves an air fryer and throw it in the fire because we need firewood and we don't like that shit. We just cook it over the fire.
But we're also American, so we'll pour oil all through it.
And then we stopped at the local Wendy's on the way home
Get a
and
burger.
said, look what we got. And we all had to go laugh as I threw it behind the truck.
Yeah. We know nothing about America.
Anyway. We know that they have trailers.
That's right, and they have parks. And guess what we have? Trailer park.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
genius. Whoever came up with that is genius.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Jinx, buy me a cake.
okay, so
That means you got to shut up, cunt. Wait, are we appealing to kids now? Oh, Dylan. Oh, I said your name. You're good to go. Anyway, please, this is getting lonely and hard.
okay.
But enough about my penis. Here we go. So, the New Mutants is the first one off the block, and honestly, it's probably going to be my double wide for the week.
Really? I thought the second one was going to be a double wide of the week.
Yeah, but we've seen that before. We'll explain
We'll get to
after.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. All right, so just my brief little description. In a world of...
Shut the fuck up, cunt.
I didn't even say the same thing as you. In a world of confusing timelines and bombs of films comes the New Mutants, the next film in the X-Men franchise. Starring a lot of up-and-coming young talent, the film follows a group of teens/young adults who are discovering their new talents. But are they taken to help them understand or to lock them up? Coming in April.
Absolutely. So, this movie's been on speculation for release over the past few years. And as you said, lots of young and upcoming actors. They've all done other things and are no longer young and up and coming. There's been a few different versions of this movie that we thought we were going to get, but apparently with the New Mutants that we're actually getting is the original cut they intended in the first place.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, is a horror film.
But it is also, to no surprise, PG-13.
Oh, never mind, not my double wide. Fuck this thing.
But, at the same time, like we've talked about this before, and we've said either kill it or release it. It sounds like they've gone,
this is that one. Honestly, there's
one.
been like 3 X-Men films since we said that.
This is like the last Fox.
This is the one that's like, right, so that's why they look younger.
Yes.
Because it was filmed like 3 years ago.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Jesus.
But listen, I've seen the trailer and now I'm kind of back on board. I think it looks quite good.
No, that's why I had it as my double wide, and the fact that have other X-Men films been horror-ish like this?
No. Well, this was supposed to come out back when 20th Century Fox was its own thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Disney merger and the X-Men
Can't
movies.
blame that though.
No. I'm blaming the X-Men movies sucking balls on their own
that makes sense.
and dying. That this film was supposed to be sort of a sidestep, kind of like Deadpool, where they went super violent, different kind of tone, and they've gone, well, let's try this horror franchise, the New Mutants. Let's try and branch out into this sort of timeline. But obviously, with just the world and the way things worked with the merger and the success of their films, it kind of got thrown all over the place. But apparently, it's all come back together. The original cut that was intended originally is coming. It's the one we're getting.
Yeah.
But despite it being PG-13, you kind of have to expect it from an X-Men movie.
Yeah, true.
But I will still give this a watch, and I will still enjoy it if it's a good film, regardless of whether it's PG-13 or not.
No, that's exactly right.
From the trailer, I personally think it looks quite good.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And I enjoy the fact that, I haven't seen the last, 23 X-Men films. So
Neither
I'm not
have I.
So I'm not up to date.
That's the thing. You might expect me to be as well.
Yeah, no.
I ain't.
Yeah, no. That franchise got all confused and confubbled, as I said in the notes about bombs of movies and confusing timelines.
Yes.
But this one, being a fresh start with new characters and not relying on the same old faces.
Yes.
Not that those old faces are bad, just saying that I don't have to catch up.
No,
I can go into this fresh. This looks like a film I want to see.
Yeah, out of all the X-Men
if I didn't know
movies-
about the X-Men, I wouldn't have known this was an X-Men film.
Yeah, and it would have been like a horror group of like a movie about a group of sort of specially talented magical people,
and I think
with horrible things happening to them.
That's right, and I think the first 3/4 of the trailer really did give off a very original vibe. Yeah, and then towards the end, you got them changing a little bit and becoming almost superhero-esque.
Yeah,
and stuff like that, trying to fight the demons or whatever they're fighting.
Whatever they're fighting.
I know it's confusing, but it's intrigued me in a good way.
Yeah, and the one thing I'm really
I like that fucking plant movie.
Oh. Yeah.
Patrick or Robert or something.
Jake? Something. I don't know.
Johnny fucking Fletch. I don't know.
Anyway, the thing that I'm looking forward to most about this movie is one of the main actresses, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes,
now, we've talked about her before, and she's got a very, very unique look about her. She's a very, very talented actor, and she's only done great roles in relatively lesser popular films. I mean, some of them have been fairly big, but she's been brilliant in everything she's been in.
Yes.
In this, I believe she plays like a Russian character, so she puts on a bit of an accent in the trailer.
Yeah, it's like Ilyana Rasputin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was in Emma.
She plays magic. That's her.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to her. In this movie. She's a very unique actress, and I think she's going to do wonderful. But
that's right. Most common listeners, viewers would know her from Split. Yes. And Glass. Yeah. No, she's fantastic in those. So I'm excited about her. Absolutely.
Yep.
But I am excited for this film.
Yeah.
It does look like it has potential.
Yeah, that's what I mean. After the trailer, everyone was including me, was just fucking get rid of it. Just scrap it, fuck it off, whatever.
Oh, 100%.
But now the trailer's come out, I'm like, oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I was expecting this to be a Disney Plus release.
Oh, Well, they could have. Yeah, that's right.
Because it wasn't really getting its legs.
Just
I was
going, why not? You know?
Yeah. I think we talked about this a few episodes ago where we said just fucking put it on the streaming service and be done with it. But it's getting a cinematic release.
Which is fine.
Yep.
They've got a date now, which I believe I said was April.
April sometime this year, 2020. So, yeah, the New Mutants, I think it looks quite good.
Yeah, no, I've got no issue with it at all. And it's probably just my double wide just by the potential it has being a potentially good horror film. Because PG-13 doesn't always mean a death,
definite,
a nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't always mean that. So there is potential for it. And the trailer looks good. The cast looks good. There's also Antonio Banderas listed in the cast list.
Yeah.
But not in the trailer. So I'm curious about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. All right. The New Mutants. Check out that trailer and let us know what you think in the comments.
Wherever they may
around.
be. Around.
Or email twoscompany3spodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. You want to? Yeah, go for it, man.
Excellent. Now, this next one is one I'm really looking forward to.
This is your double wide.
This is my double wide of the week. Although The New Mutants was a close second.
Yes.
But I've only watched A Quiet Place Part 2's full-length trailer once.
Same.
Oh boy, does it look like we're in for one hella quiet time, this one. The first full-length trailer to hit A Quiet Place brings some intriguing flashback scenes and a lot of walking the line of sand. Did I say that wrong?
Oh, no, you're right. Keep going. Yes.
Color me intrigued as the group, sans John Krasinski. Sans?
Yeah.
Sans?
As in absent?
Oh,
You know, missing?
I didn't know sans was an abbreviation of that. Anyway.
It's not
Color me intrigued as the group, sans John Krasinski, venture from their safe haven to find other survivors. Can they shit their mouths long enough? Can they shut their mouths long enough to survive?
Clearly means shut. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I didn't read the whole thing before.
Fucking literal autocorrect.
Can they shut their mouths long enough to survive? We'll find out in March. Okay, so we've had a full-length trailer for A Quiet Place 2.
Last week we had the teaser.
Yes. This new full-length trailer does show day one.
Yes.
Like the day that the monsters attack.
I love that.
I just hope they don't lean too far into giving us all of the answers.
No.
I know it's a sequel and we expect more answers as to what these things are and maybe where they came from, but at the end of A Quiet Place 1, we sort of discover a way that they can be destroyed, these monsters.
Yeah.
But we'd never... I think some people were like, oh, I want to know where they came from. What planet are they? What are they? Are they an infection? Are they an alien?
I think that was the stage where a lot of people thought it would be a one-off film.
Yeah. But now there's a sequel, and the trailer doesn't really indicate where. It does show, like, when, and it does show, like, previous and current events in this particular timeline, like before and after John Krasinski's character has come and gone.
Yeah.
But I just hope they don't lean too far into, well, he's explaining where these fucking things come from and how they got here. Right. I want to keep that suspense going and see how they deal with this. Yes. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely. And I think you're spot on there, and hopefully they don't cave like Star Wars did with trying to band-aid the entire, all the little things that they missed out on. Not that there's anything wrong with A Quiet Place Part 1.
No.
But, no, I love this trailer.
Yep.
I'm hoping that because they showed day one, which was really intriguing and interesting because you always had that in the back of your mind, like, how did they figure out about sound? You know, like, how did those things come up and how did they survive before they knew about that kind of thing? You know, so we might get a few of those answers. I hope they don't go back too much because then basically John Krasinski gets a role in a film where he's dead already, you know? So I'm hoping that it's literally just like a little teaser like at the beginning of the first one where they show that day 60 or 120 or whatever
and then that sets the tone.
That kid sets the spaceship. Yeah, exactly. But that's like, is that the only flashback in that movie?
Yes.
Like from previous... I'm fine if they open the movie with day one. You get this awesome action sequence and that. And you're like, damn, that would have been intense. Then they jump to current times, move on.
Well, that's
like
it.
That's what I want.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is, and I hope they don't go too far back and explain everything.
No, but see, I think they still could fall into that crutch because, like I predicted, there's new characters they run into.
There are new
seem
characters.
To have more knowledge about what's going on.
So
and by the way, did you notice that one of them was Digimon Houston?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw him and went, this fucker. He's in everything.
He's in everything, but he always dies first. Hopefully he lasts a little longer in this one.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Charlie's Angels. He was the first one to die in Charlie's Angels reboot.
Oh, well, there is at least one scene where he's there and then another scene where he's there. So he's at least got two scenes.
He's got at least 5 minutes.
He's at least got two scenes.
Yeah. So A Quiet Place 2 is obviously telling the continuation of the story about where monsters attack planet Earth or something like that in America, and they're hunting you based on sound. So the first movie did an excellent job at setting up the tension by showing, within the first 5 minutes, as we said, that if you make a sound, as small as it may be, you will fucking die, regardless of whether you're an adult or a child. It set that tone really well. As we've discussed in our previous episode when we briefly discussed A Quiet Place 2's sneak teaser trailer, I do want to see some kind of performance by John Krasinski, but I do also want to see him putting 100% into his directing skills. You know?
I honestly, as much as I love John Krasinski, I would love to just not see him at all. And there is still potential for that, because even in the day one sequence, you see they're driving in the car, Emily Blunt and the kids, and then you see the older kid go, there's dad, and she's already driving, going, where, like, so there is a chance you may not fucking see him. Like, so I'm okay with that.
Because I want to see him put 100% effort into his writing.
He's shown that he's got the potential and the legs for this kind of career move. So fucking why the hell not?
Absolutely. And you know what I like about this movie, and I hope it does succeed, is that I don't want a Quiet Place Part 3. I want something original from John Krasinski, like another, maybe not horror, but maybe sort of drama / horror thriller kind of franchise.
Maybe one with like a young early 20s woman lead. One that his wife can't just kick somebody off for.
Can't steal the job.
Exactly. Can't go, oh, that's actually a good film, husband. I want to do it. Get rid of her. Like, fuck off.
That was a bit rubbish, but
that was just bullshit.
I get it. No. Like, if you're in the same position, you'd be like, oh, okay.
No, but just the way it was, just the way Emily Blunt phrased it, where she's like, and then I actually just decided to read the script for funsies, basically, and was like, oh, it's actually good. Like, fuck off.
It's
your husband.
He's probably poured his heart and soul into that fucking script. He's been spending
like 12 months writing this, and then he's at the stage of casting and setting up production, and then you're like, oh, I'll read it. Oh, it's actually good. I want to be in it. Get rid of her. What are you, fucking her? Like, I feel like she would be one of those chicks where it's like, who are you texting?
Really?
My mum, and to be like, show me.
Who's mum?
Exactly. Why do you call her mum? Is it because you're daddy? Some shit like that. I just get that vibe.
You don't like her at all, do you?
Honestly, it just came from the one thing where she kicked somebody off.
Okay.
And I'm just like, you're a bitch.
Hey, impressions last, don't they?
No, that's exactly right. I mean, dude, that was like 4 years ago, and I'm still holding on to it. But either way, Quiet Place Part 2 looks good. I'll see it despite her. No,
absolutely.
No, because she is a good actress, so I'm all about that. That's fine.
Excellent.
Anyway, moving on to the second, last one.
Yes, the second last one.
Nailed it. Gretel and Hansel.
Oh boy, did they run out of names for this franchise.
I wonder what this is about. Let's find out. Oh boy, is this one for the school holidays? An original telling of the famous fairy tale comes the disturbing film about two kids who get kicked out of home because their parents can't afford them. Should have used protection. Just saying. They get taken into foster care by a lovely old lady who will feed and house them with no evil intentions. We promise. Coming to some countries at the end of this month, January, and no date for Australia yet because it looks indie as fuck.
I don't know about indie because the actresses in this are good, but not only that, there's one other film which has done something similar that this film has done in recent history, which I still haven't seen, but I appreciate the effort, and that is the production company Orion Pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At the beginning of the trailer, they show Orion Pictures, and it's the typical Orion Pictures logo from the 80s. It's grainy. It's the MGM Productions, but Orion Pictures, they recently came back with their first production in like 20 or 30 years.
Do you remember what that one was?
With Chucky.
Okay.
And I haven't seen Chucky yet. Apparently, it's rubbish. But I do appreciate that Orion Pictures, who's responsible for RoboCop and Terminator and a lot of those quintessential 80s, great 80s movies, that they're making a bit of a comeback. You know?
No, I've got nothing wrong with that. And okay. To that vein, you look at the picture quality in this compared to the New Mutants. Now, I know they're two very different studios and things of that nature, but I mean, I say low budget like fondly. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying I'm saying indie fondly.
Yes.
And not as an insult because I love a good passion project and things of that nature. But you just look at the quality of the picture compared to that and even the last two films. I know they're very different films altogether.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit more artsy.
You see the quality, exactly. Like something like that. But that's not to its detriment because it's not a bad trailer at all.
Yeah.
I love a good like dark telling of a old school fairy tale.
Yep.
We've done this one several times.
Hansel and Gretel. I think the last Hansel and
No,
Gretel
no.
movie.
Well, this is Gretel and Hansel.
Fuck.
Clever. No, but I'm pretty sure wasn't there Jeremy Renner?
That's what I mean. It was Jeremy Renner and some other.
Was it Gretel and Hansel? Witch Hunter? Like, is that what it was called?
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Are you sure? I'm sure they flipped it to be original. Yeah, no, you keep talking. Yeah.
But what was I saying? Yeah, that was okay, but I only ever saw that once at the movies. So
Yeah.
obviously to come back, they have to change the title somehow, and I just think it's hilarious that they've just swapped the names.
Yeah, I'm sure they've done that before.
Yeah. But what's got me really interested
my
as well?
apologies, it was Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. My
So
apologies.
they could almost just call it like H&G.
Oh, we totally missed 2013's classic Hansel and Gretel Get Baked.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing. And
Yeah.
the cover is them
Wow, we've missed that.
smoking weed.
Okay.
Yeah, get baked.
Get baked.
Yeah, it's a play on words.
Is it? What does it mean?
Well,
baked.
I think in the
Is
original,
it like cakes?
well, that's what I mean. I think in the original fairy tale, one of the kids gets put in an oven to be like baked.
I thought he was put in a bomb.
But then I think in this one, they meet up with an old lady stoner.
Yeah.
Who's like, hey kids,
Want to get baked. Want to get baked. Yeah.
come have a toke, bro.
Yeah, because
Like,
they smell the fumes. They go, this bitch is cray-cray.
No.
They rock up
they
to the
still
house.
get drawn in by the delicious treats, but they just
Yeah.
smell more Cheetos
Yes.
and more Doritos and
also marijuana.
noodles, and then they're like, wait, but why is it all savory snacks?
Yeah.
And then they get closer and they're like, I get it.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that's a
back-
classic one. Look that up.
Back to this film, Gretel and Hansel. The things that really have me intrigued about this film is not only that it's being developed by Orion Pictures, who I'm a long favorite fan of, but let's have a read through here. So Hollywood Reporter sort of showed that Hansel and Gretel with Oz Perkins directing a screenplay he co-wrote with Rob Hayes and Sophia Lillis, starring the lead character, Sinister producer Brian Kavana Jones, and the Autopsy of Jane Doe producer Fred Berger. Have you seen Autopsy of Jane Doe?
I haven't, but apparently it's actually really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
Sinister was an okay horror film.
Yeah.
Sinister 2 was a bit here and there, but it had
course.
Ethan Hawke in the first one.
Yep.
But Autopsy of Jane Doe is really, really good. So and not only that, but the main actresses, I have to say, shout out to Alice Krieg.
Yes.
She plays the witch in this. She's been fantastic in everything I've seen her in. She played a Borg in Star Trek First Contact, which is
Borg
one of
Queen.
which is one of the best Star Trek movies ever made.
So that's why I don't know her, because I'm not a nerd.
She was.
No,
What's the thing?
I'm joking.
She's always. Well, that's what I mean. Like that movie isn't as Star Trek as you'd think it would be. It's a fucking horror film, man. But not only that, she played one of the main antagonists in the Silent Hill film adaptation, which I, for one, Silent Hill 2 Revelations sucks balls. But the first one is one of, if not the best video game adaptation ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's Silent Hill. You should really watch it if you haven't.
Okay.
So, what was the name again? Karen...
Alice?
Alice Krieg. Or Krieg, however you say it.
Craigie.
She's been great in everything I've seen her in. She's creepy as fuck, but
She
she's
was
also...
ear in Thor: The Dark World.
Yes, she was. Yeah, so she's done a lot.
Yeah.
But she's never like the main player. You don't really see her much.
Yeah.
You know, but she is always great in everything I've seen her in. So
She's creepy as fuck in this trailer, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so I think like with the kind of talent behind this film.
Yeah. Did you mention the lead actress?
I'm trying to remember her name.
Gretel? Sophia Lillis?
Yeah, that's Sophia Lillis. Yeah, she was from, made her fame obviously from It, Chapter 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Just like Finn Wolfhard, she's coming back in more horror films, which is perfectly fine. That's what they're suited to.
Yeah, well, that's what they know at this stage and are probably typecast as.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Finn Wolfhard, he's kind of moving into more popular mainstream things with Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Ghosty Bust.
Still horror, but more comedy, more drama in that case. But I think Gretel and Hansel, as much of a cash grab it is on this franchise to bring it back again, it looks like it's got some talent behind it, some great writing, and the producers have done things that I've really liked.
Now,
so
the
I'm
trailer
looking forward
looked
to this.
really creepy, and if you can get past it, because I know a lot of modern film viewers can't get past it, but if you can get past the independent feel of it, it totally looks like it could be a really good time.
Yeah.
Even though it's PG-13, of course.
Yeah, well.
Which is disappointing, but at the same time, it does still look creepy.
Orion Pictures have to make their money somehow, so they got to fill the seats.
Yeah, no,
with popular
exactly.
franchises, so-
Unfortunately, it doesn't. It's only got, I think, about a dozen distribution companies at the countries at the moment. So
Yeah. So we'll see. But that one looks really intriguing. So whether I do get to see it at the cinema, don't know.
I don't think so, considering it's coming out in January 31st.
Yeah.
Across these other countries. My apologies.
Well, you're having a great time with this podcast, man.
Oh, man. It is my highlight of the week. I sleep so good afterwards.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just
anyway.
All right. Last one.
All right. Let's take it away. A Fall from Grace.
Yes.
All right. Goodness me, you old ladies are just low-hanging fruit. What a dastardly tale of love, betrayal, and murder from visionary director and star and producer and writer and sound guy and caterer Tyler Perry comes this potentially good thriller coming late January to Netflix. Yeah. Tyler Perry Productions, starring Tyler Perry.
Yep.
Tyler Perry's A Fall from Grace.
Do you know Tyler Perry?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the actor, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what he's most famous for?
No.
Medusa?
Medusa?
Yeah, I'll just look that up right now. But no, Tyler Perry is one of those people who is worth like probably about $150 million.
Yeah.
But nobody outside of America knows who the fuck he is.
Tyler Perry he plays the lawyer in Gone Girl.
Yes, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, he's done roles, but he's known for creating his own character. And it's Medea. I was right the first time. I went on that whole spiel for nothing. And he's made about 29 fucking Medea films.
Yeah.
And they're all huge hits over there with the African American community and stuff like that. And that's where he's made all his money, worth like at least 9 figures, this dude.
Yeah.
Now got his own production company and stuff like that, which I think he's had for a while, but he's only been producing fucking Medea movies.
Yeah, that's one of the takeaways from the trailer is that like it was just purely Tyler Perry produced, Tyler Perry production. It's just seems like he's written it and directed and recorded and done everything himself almost.
Well, see, my problem with fucking Tyler Perry and Medea, you know that he's playing a woman, right?
No, I don't know what Medea is.
Medea is an old black lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he just makes like parody movies of this black lady living her life, and it's always funny and slapstick and basically
it's like America's Dame Edna.
Yeah, but no,
a bit more serious.
No, not serious at all. Okay. Like, no, I'm trying to think of. I haven't seen it because it's on my never to watch list, but I imagine all of the Medea movies are basically like Norbit films.
Really?
Yeah, like they're stupid comedy. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know what you expect. Like,
yeah.
Exactly. Okay. I was gonna. How many films is there? Like, have a look.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, but either way, So okay. So outside of that, we've seen that he has.
Okay, so he's done a lot. There's even an animated film, Medea's Tough Love. Okay, no, I did not expect this from a guy like that. Hey, I mean,
dude, look how many films there were.
Yeah.
Like, what, about a dozen?
Yep.
And then above that is live shows recorded, about a dozen.
I didn't expect this guy to be... See, I don't know anything, obviously, about Tyler Perry, apart from his more serious, dramatic roles.
Apart from he has a pretty white name.
Yes, he has a very white name. But I didn't... From the roles that I've seen Tyler Perry in, and this kind of movie that he's producing, I didn't expect him to be full-blown makeup, dress-up comedian.
Yes,
you know, that kind of role.
What I was going to get... that's why when I saw this, like, as a thriller and all that, and it started off, and then it started off with a Tyler Perry production, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, is this going to have a plot twist where Medea fucking pops out? Like, I was so confused, but... I guess he's trying to do the Jordan Peele.
I was about to say that. It sounds like it's a very similar sort of thing.
That's what I'm leaning towards with that. And it's I don't know. Okay, the film by itself, ignoring all of that and the fact that he had to chuck himself in the movie, that's why in my clever description I had him down as writer, director, producer, sound guy, caterer. Like, because motherfucker literally wants to have everything on everything, you know?
Yeah. Hey, man, all power to him. If I could write, direct, record, fucking all of that, I'd be all over it.
I'd chuck myself in everything.
Yes.
But I'm just the guy with the podcast. And so I'm going to say, you fucking arrogant prick.
Yeah.
You're taking jobs. But either way, it does look intriguing. It does actually look quite good. And did you want to sum up the plot a little bit better? Because I obviously
I'll do it a little bit.
On the plot.
So, a little bit of the plot that I got from the trailer without reading anything, just trying to remind myself from key sort of points here and there, is that there's an older woman who meets a younger gentleman who then everything seems to be going very well. She wonders why a young man would want to marry someone like her, and everything's perfect. And
I mean, she's a good-looking, but obviously middle-aged lady.
Yeah,
you know?
who marries, say, someone in his probably late 20s, early 30s. Yeah.
It's like if I did it, but I had a six-pack and was a cool black guy.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right. Yeah. But also if you stole identity. So this woman's life after they get married starts completely falling apart, and the suspicion is on this young husband that she's just married. So all of her money gets stolen, her bosses get ripped off, her identity gets taken, you know, the world comes crashing in on her. But it's for a story which looks like it could be telling it based on a true story, it's not.
No, not at all.
But it could be. It's filmed and edited in a way that it's like a horror film.
See, I would believe that it was a true story.
Yeah.
Until she goes to prison, and then they're like, "So you murdered him, eh?"
Yeah.
And it's like, then all of a sudden there's this big murder, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's definitely fiction. But what I really
looks intriguing as fuck.
That's what I mean. What I like, what I got, my takeaway is that this could be a typical drama, but they're laying it out and editing it like it's a horror.
Yes.
So what I appreciate is when people try to turn relatively relatable situations into horror settings, horror films. I appreciate that attempt. They don't always work. But I think, you know, it's refreshing to have like a horror film that doesn't feature spooky ghosts or zombies or monsters of any kind or anything like that. I appreciate that the monsters are amongst us in society, and these things could actually happen. So, and I really liked the way the titles crawled along. You know, how the letters kind of dropped a bit like rain. I really liked that.
There's only one letter though. That kind of put me off a little bit.
Really? See, I appreciate that.
If it was like two or three that kind of looked like rain, I'd be like, nice. But because it was one letter, I was like, I don't know.
I'm onto you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm onto you, Medea.
Medea, motherfucker. Yeah.
But either way, dude, we haven't once given out a Big Summer Blowout or Big Summer Blunder rating.
Well, okay, so Big Summer Blowout, no, Blunder, sorry, For a Fall from Grace.
Okay.
It's a Netflix film. It'll come and go.
Yep. Big Summer Blowout and the Big Summer Blowout on the fact that they're going to draw in the African American Netflix viewers.
Hey, that's fine. Hey, I'll watch this.
No, exactly.
I'm not African American, obviously, but I'll watch it. It's intriguing.
I'm not African American. I know it's a shock, but no, absolutely, man. Yeah.
All right, so going back, while you're winding it, so New Mutants.
Big Summer Blowout.
Big Summer Blowout.
Yeah.
I think it's actually going to work.
Yeah, and I think it will make some money.
It will make some money.
It will make some money.
Make some money.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place 2 will definitely be a Big Summer Blowout.
Lots of money.
Lots of money. Definitely very talented writers and directors and actors, of course, putting this together. Gretel and Hansel.
Big Summer Blunder. I can't.
Big Summer Blunder, but I personally think that I'll enjoy it. But on the grand scheme,
I personally think you won't see it. Not intentionally.
Oh,
you just won't see it.
I won't go to the movies. And
No. I don't think it'll come to the movies. I think we'll forget about it, and I don't think it'll be coming to a streaming service for a couple of years.
Hey, I can always download it or buy it.
Oh, you can't do that.
I meant like
stop it.
When I said download,
XXX. Pirate Bay. What?
Okay, so the reason I
Dylan
said
wants
that,
some porn, right? Okay, so hit us up at Two's Comedy Three's Podcast and link in some porn.
There's enough of it, and it's free already. Don't send me anything.
Yeah, send him your favorite free stuff.
What I was getting at is that Xbox Live and all that. You can fucking borrow movies on there. You can rent them.
But I have found a lot of these ones that we have seen trailers for, like some of the Nick Cage ones, that don't even appear.
Yeah,
you know, they're just
speaking of Nick Cage movies.
Oh, here we go.
A Color Out of Space.
Yes.
Has that happened yet?
No,
not yet.
No,
Okay.
no. As in, it didn't get a wide theater release here in Australia.
Okay.
So it's at the stage now where I think if it is coming to a Blu-ray or a DVD, it'll be in the next month.
Okay.
And if it is coming to a digital rental, I'd say in the next month.
Okay. Well, if it does come out on Blu-ray and DVD, either purchase or rental, I'm going to get that and Mandy in a together, because
that one's got to be available.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah. I just walk past it every time I go. Haven't seen it yet. Don't really know.
Yeah.
But when Color Out of Space comes out, I'm definitely buying it. I haven't seen it, but I'm so
other
intrigued.
two featured Nick Cage ones that we talked about, Primal, and there was another one.
Yeah, Primal. I won't be watching that. Today, Junior.
Mooney and Mania. No, the murder one in the Hill House or whatever it's called. Like the one with the storm, and he's like,
he's got long hair and he's a creepy old dude. Yeah,
and he's a Nick Cage.
Yes.
That one I saw on my digital rental on Fetch.
Okay.
That one and Primal. So I've seen them on there.
So they're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those ones are there, and I'm like, can I spend $5 on it? Oh, I don't know. You know, like
sometimes renting is just like, well, I can watch enough of everything else on other streaming services.
By the way, just wanted to say, Netflix. They just released. Did you see that? Wait, have you been on Netflix in the last week or so?
No. Why?
No, because it honestly, I think I was delusional because of the sickness.
Okay.
I was stuck on my recliner for hours over the 3 days, and they released a 6-part Kevin Hart documentary miniseries.
I've heard of this. I've heard of it.
I sat there in one night and watched them all.
Yeah.
Again, I think I was delusional.
Yep.
But dude, it was good.
Dude's an interesting dude.
Dude is like a really motivated businessman.
Yeah, no,
like
100%.
Crazily motivated, because I always looked at him and like, I don't like his comedy. Why is he so popular? I don't get it. And my lord, he puts the work in. And I'll tell you what, they didn't shy away from the controversies either.
No.
They didn't shy away from him not apologizing about his gay fucking slurs about bashing his son over the head if he comes and plays with a Barbie. Like, they didn't shy away from that. They showed him being an idiot.
Yeah.
Like in meetings with his PR going, what? I've already said, like, you know, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
You know, like being an absolute ass, an idiot. And then when he cheated on his wife, like there was a big old saga about that while she was pregnant.
I'm going to have to watch this.
Yeah, dude, it was really fascinating. And they didn't shy away from that either. They had her on camera bawling her eyes out, like as in, well,
that's the thing. Like Kevin Hart's
a
kind
really
of
interesting story.
On face value, Kevin Hart is that lovable kind of character. You don't really know too much
course.
about him, but everybody's got those backstories, especially when controversies occur.
Yeah.
And he obviously had those things about the gay slurs, however many years ago on Twitter or jokes, whatever.
Right as he announced
about the awards show thing,
Oscars. He was going to be the third Black Oscars host.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he pulled out of that, and then he kind of went back and forth. But I think it was a great opportunity for someone like him to say, okay, let's do this to show the world who I am, not just as a comedic face value, crazy, I'm the typical black guy that I've done deliberately in movies. Yeah. Let's show them everything else, so people can understand the kind of life that this guy lives. Like,
not only that, but there was moments in it where I'm like, fuck, you're an asshole. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, damn.
I get it.
Yeah, no. Well, as in, he explains it all and that, and I understand, like with the Oscars thing, he was just saying, why should I be giving in to the trolls like the government doesn't give in to terrorists? Yeah. You know, like as in when people bring up my past, that's happened in the past. Yeah. You know, I'm not denying it. I'm not shying away from it. I'm just not going to say sorry because they're trying to guilt me into it. Yeah. And everyone was like, we get that, but you're not acknowledging how much pain that entire community has gone through. Yeah. And you were encouraging it just like 8 years ago. Yeah. Okay. So that we don't want an apology for you having done it. We want an apology for what you said about physically bashing somebody gay. Yeah. Like that was the main thing.
Did he though apologize at the time?
No.
So he didn't.
He was on the phone with the head of his production company because he has his own fucking production company, dude. Like he's a busy man. And he was on the phone with him and he's like, dude, we've got to talk. Like, as in, it's blowing up on Instagram, Twitter, blah, blah, whatever it is. And that, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, just have a look and, you know, put him on hold. And his business manager was there on hold for like 5 minutes. And he's like, oh, you must have forgotten, you know, that he was on hold and he's still reacting or reading comments or something. Yeah. Goes off the phone, goes on to Instagram and he's posted like 2 minutes earlier from his bed in Melbourne because he was on the Australian leg of his tour worldwide. And posted from his bed just saying, look, we need to ignore this stuff in the past, you know, like get over it. I'm not going to give in to this trolls and blah, blah, blah. So he immediately reacted just off the cuff in bed. Like that morning. So he like fucked up straight up. Yeah. Like 100%. Yeah. And then released a statement with no hint of apologize or sorry. Like, yeah, he fucked up big on that one. But in saying that, I mean, next minute he has Jumanji coming out. Like, you know,
like he resurrected in that regard.
No, but that's the thing. You look at the timeline. Yes, he lost the Oscars hosting gig. Yeah, but he didn't lose out on anything. His career would just kept going.
Yeah. Well, he pulled out on that, didn't he? He said, "Fuck this. I'm not getting involved." Wasn't it?
Well, they like the Academy contacted him and said, you know, we want an apology. We want to make sure we nib this in the bud. And he said, I've already said what I need to say. You know. And they're like, well, we need you to. And he's like, nah, I'm good. And then posted another video like 5 minutes later saying, I've told them I'm not interested anymore, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right. You know? I'm going to have to watch this, dude. That sounds interesting. Yeah.
I sat there in one night and watched it. Yeah, right. Like I said, delusional, but I mean, it was actually really damn good.
Yeah, well, it's the most sort of
Do you remember that film he did not last year, 2018, Night School with
Oh,
Tiffany Haddish?
I haven't seen it, but
No, neither have I. But that was his production company's first feature film.
Yeah.
So it's growing, and they've got like 5 or 6 like TV shows in the works, and yeah,
man, no, dude's killing it. Absolutely,
Yeah.
as you said,
No,
like
but
in terms of like a strong business ethic,
hella intriguing.
That kind of guy definitely does, and I would imagine a lot of that inspiration comes from one of his closest friends, The Rock. Who is also equally, if not more, as much of a businesman
Not a
as
single
most
mention of him the whole time.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because he's got his 5-6 comedian friends who he's worked with since they were like teenagers.
Yeah.
So he's they you could say they're mooching off him, but they all do something in the business.
I wouldn't say they're mooching.
No, they all do something in the business for him and stuff, and contribute stuff like that. So they just have a nice lifestyle because they're on the payroll.
Yeah.
But they all do something, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I watched something else on Netflix as well, like a movie or something, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. So it must have been
rubbish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Have you watched The Witcher yet?
No.
You don't have to, but the song is great. I'm sure you've heard the song.
No. It's not Matt Heafy, is it?
No, it's definitely not. But he's recording a cover of it.
Yeah, of course he is. Because apparently he said that there was like multiple people saying, "It's you, right?"
It sounds similar, but it's definitely not.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, being Trivium fans, I'm sure I'd listen to it and go, "Oh God, no."
No, absolutely. Because I went back and I was like, surely not. And no, it's not. But Toss a Coin to Your Witcher is the greatest song that's ever come out of like existence. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But you were about to say?
I don't know. I got really. Oh wait, there's a couple of celebrity cameos in it because he's at comedy festivals and things of that nature, and goes to his old comedy clubs and that, and he sits down with like Chris Rock and has dinner and stuff just casually, which is just weird to see like celebrities just being normal.
Yeah,
you know, and they're hanging out with their friends who are like, they make money as comedians, but they're not like names. Yeah, and they're just like, hey Chris, how you doing? Like, you know, hey Kevin, you know, like,
they know each other.
You guys are just friends. That's like a thing. I thought you'd have to have like 17 security guards.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
That's the thing. Like they say never meet your idols because when you do, you're utterly disappointed. They're just humans.
Yeah, exactly.
They've just done more shit.
No, but my favorite cameo from this was Dave Chappelle. Oh, yeah, he was at the Montreal Comedy Festival and he's talking to Dave Chappelle, and there's this hilarious line where he's talking about grinding, and Kevin Hart's in full serious mode talking to his posse and the cameras and Dave Chappelle. He's talking to Dave more directly and that, and he's like, you know, it's just so busy in that the lifestyle, you got to just grind. Like, you know, you want to go home, but then you've got like a TV show or a movie or something like that. And Dave just goes, Kevin, you're talking to Dave. There's never a movie. Like, I was just like, oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's
as
great.
we've talked about Dave Chappelle in the past, and I think we've established that like the guy can do what he wants. He doesn't have to work as hard anymore because he's done all that.
It's hilarious seeing him walk into a room and one of like Kevin Hart's buddies is there holding a plate of fucking tater tots, potato germs, and he's just holding them, and Dave walks in and that, and he's like, hey, how you doing and stuff, and the friend's like, hey, you want one and that, and he's like, motherfucking nigga's so rich, he's offering me tater tots. It's like, it's just like, oh damn, Dave, you seem cool.
Yeah.
But no, Kevin Hart, don't fuck this up. That's what it's called. Yeah, no, it's actually really fun. Yeah, right. 6-episode series flew by. I had a good time. It was glued. They leave you little hooks at the end of each episode. Good fun.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Anyway, do you know what time it is? It's the most depressing time of the week.
Yes.
And the music didn't work, so that's excellent. Right. Wait, it's time to ramp it up a bit. It's time for Yass or Pass, excited or blinded.
Oh, that's way better, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Yass or Pass, excited or blinded. The time of the week where we look at the films coming to theaters this weekend.
Yes. So if you haven't organised anything to do this weekend yet, listen up, and we're going to talk about what's coming out, and you may decide on whether you want to see something new or something old or nothing at all. Let's get right into it.
Yes, let's get carried away, and these may not be the most incredible descriptions because we don't have any written down, and I just decided that the episode is already running pretty healthily. So
yes,
all right, because of my like 19-minute Kevin Mahart monologue.
Kevin Mahart dialogue.
Money. All right. No. Anyway, the first one coming to theaters this week, January 9th, which was yesterday. So calm your beans. We know.
Yeah.
But if you have the kids and they're still on holidays and giving you the shits, maybe you can take them to Shaun the Sheep. Farmageddon. That's right. Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck star in this high-octane thriller with a soundtrack by Tyler Perry, a big fan of Aerosmith. Steven Tyler is the lead singer and Joe Perry is the guitarist.
Yes.
Tyler Perry, fuck yourself.
You said big fan of Aerosmith. Yes. You don't have to explain it.
No, well, why
explain
bring up the point that proves my point?
No,
Okay?
I'm just saying.
Back the fuck
just
up.
saying.
This is an animation from the creator of Wallace and Gromit.
Listen, Shaun the
Looks
Sheep.
like a farm movie.
Yes.
With a
farm
purple and
again.
pink pickle. Money. Alien.
Sean, an alien. Okay.
Farm again. Oh, you haven't seen the trailer, have you?
No.
Really? Not even
Fucking
on
Sean. Listen, Sean. I fucking love Wallace and Gromit. I love that shit.
Oh, international listeners, obviously not the UK or anything like that, but the US. If you haven't seen Wallace and Gromit, look that shit up.
Dude, they're from the
It is
UK. The world has seen Wallace and Gromit. Curse of the Were-Rabbit was the last big Wallace and Gromit film.
That's fine. I'm talking to America.
You said UK.
Yeah, I said they're from the UK, so obviously not all international. But the US, if you haven't seen Wallace and Gromit.
They definitely have.
Carry on with your show. Anyway, Wallace and Gromit's pretty good.
Yeah. Shaun the Sheep was introduced in one of the Wallace and Gromit episodes where they had that attack robot dog. Remember the fucking thing turned into a Terminator at the end?
Yes.
And
the wrong trousers. No, a close shave?
Close shave. That's the one. Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't the wrong? No,
Wrong
wrong
trousers
trousers with the penguin.
Yes, the penguin
Yes.
with the big robot leg
Yes.
pant things. Yes, but a close shave was
Close
the one
shave.
with the robot. Yeah.
See, I know my shit.
And then Shaun the Sheep somehow got involved, and then he's carried on a completely self-franchise.
He was just a part of the farm because of like the dog was
shearing sheep. That's
Yeah,
why. That's
yeah.
with close shave.
No,
yes.
exactly.
There was that big device you put the sheep in, the arms.
Yeah,
moving.
and then it does it to the dog and turns it into a fucking robot,
Yes.
and it's terrifying.
Horrifying. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But either way, yes, he made one cameo in that, and there was only originally those three
Yes.
Wallace and Gromit things.
Yep.
They did another one as well that was like about butter or
Yeah.
there was like a lady in that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
There's been a few of them.
Yeah, but anyway, and from that came the Nick TV show.
Yep.
Shaun the Sheep. And yeah, he's Shaun the Sheep. Do 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 do.
I don't know
He's
the
Shaun the
soundtrack.
Sheep. Do 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 do. He never mucks a boundle when it bleats. Yeah. What a surprise! Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he got that, and he's had a couple of movies, and this is the next one.
Yeah. Pass.
Yeah. Blighted. Honestly,
okay, yeah.
No, I've just no interest at all.
Yeah, I'm never
like
going to watch
I
this.
don't like. Okay, so we just raved about A Quiet Place.
Yes.
But that has no dialogue for a reason. This is a movie where literally not even the people talk.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Well,
I
that's
don't
the thing.
like it.
That's what I would
At least
appreciate.
Wallace and Gromit, there was dialogue in those.
But only from Wallace.
No,
obviously.
I know.
That's what I appreciated about Wallace and Gromit is that the sidekick dog didn't talk.
No, exactly. And I get
Yeah.
that. And it's still in that same universe. And that's why Shaun the Sheep doesn't talk.
Yeah.
But why the fuck does the farmer go,
So he kind of mumbles, does he?
It's like Charlie Brown where they're like,
Yeah. So they never actually sang. Well, that's a really good way. Like Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson explained it very well years ago that Mr. Bean, because there was no real dialogue, it was more just actions and the language was universal.
Yeah.
You could watch it in any language and you don't need subtitles.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. But for a kid's cartoon, I don't like that. And my kids don't like the show that much either because they watch it and it's interesting to see visually, but at the same time, there's nothing to follow along with.
Is it? Well, would maybe your kids are a bit too old for Shaun the Sheep now?
Maybe not so
They're
much Willow, but she's even getting into the real stuff more.
She's 4, isn't she? Is she 4? Yeah. So maybe it's for really young kids. I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Shaun the Sheep.
I'm not sure, but I'm not going to sit an hour and a half in a theater to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
But hey, 4-year-old me
and then
to 26-year-old me still loves the original Wallace and Gromit.
No, so do I.
Yeah.
So do I. I
But
get that. Because
I
that has
will
a
not watch
story
the
to follow.
spin-offs.
There's
Yeah.
dialogue just to like keep the jokes flowing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you know that penguin was a fucking thief?
Yeah.
A jewel thief.
He was a genius.
Yeah, and
he was like a
wore
member of
glove
Oceans
to disguise himself as a chicken.
Yes. I know.
Oh man,
Fuck, trust me. I get it, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you haven't seen Wallace and Gromit, find Wallace and Gromit and watch it. It's amazing.
It was on Netflix a little while ago.
Yeah,
I remember I sat down one weekend. I was like, yes, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
The first one is where they go to the moon.
Yes.
And the moon is made of cheese.
Yes, Wensleydale?
Wensleydale.
Yes.
And they find like a robot
Yep.
on the moon.
Yep.
Which is like an oven.
Mm-hmm.
And it tries to come to Earth with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it fucks up.
Yep.
And it's very depressing.
And
then it makes skis.
Yep.
And it skis on the cheese. Like,
it's so good.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. Like Wallace and Gromit, and the quality comparison from that episode to the next, which the next one was the wrong trousers. I think
Penguin? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I may be wrong, but
I feel like it was the other way around.
I felt the close shave was a bit longer. I thought that one was a bit longer, so I thought that was anyway.
Yeah, either way.
The quality was staggeringly different.
Oh, big time.
But you watch the first one and how grainy and kind of crappy it was, man. I adore it.
It's so good.
And that's what sparked my love of claymation.
How good is it when the fucking bright orange rocket is taking off and you've got the fucking mice sitting on the ground and then it like lights up and they're like,
they put their little glasses on.
I love it. Yeah, it's so good. But either way, the next one on our list is 1917. Now, this is suffering from the Wonder Woman 1984 curse because I'm not sure when it's set.
I don't know.
Don't get it.
I do know it's during a war of some kind of world.
I'm leaning towards Iraq. Post 9/11.
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
So 2025, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see quite a few new laser guns.
Yeah.
Laser guns.
Laser guns,
or like antimatter. I'm not sure. Yeah, but either way.
Anyway, listen.
Either way, Sam Mendes.
Sam Mendes is directing a epic war film.
Yes.
Which he's also co-writing and producing as well. So this is another one of these passion projects which is getting a cinematic Hollywood budget and release with a massively stacked cast. George McKay, Dean Charles Chapman, Mark Strong, Andrew Scott, Richard Madden, Claire Dubrook, Colin Firth, and Benedict Cumberbatch. It looks like a really, really solid film.
100% buzz.
Yes, and this is the one that we talked about last week where I thought it was a different film. I thought Tenet was
the one that... Yeah, but no, this is the key draw for me is Sam Mendes in the way he's going about this. And basically, this film is one shot start to finish.
Yes.
Now, I love that, but I'm confused as fuck by the trailer with this.
Yeah.
Because you see in the opening meeting with Colin Firth.
Colin Firth, yes.
Yeah, Colin Firth and the young fella, like as in you have a brother in the 2nd Battalion. And they're very clearly cutting between both of them.
Yep.
I'm not sure how that camera's going to work. Whether it's Colin Firth talking all this and that, and then him just listening.
Whether it swoops around.
Whether it does this and does like a circle. Like, I'm not sure how they did that. But also... If it's like a 2-hour film, how does it go from like pitch black night and then they're like it looks like middle of the day fighting?
Well, that's what I mean. It's supposed to take over one shot, which gives me the impression that the film is the story 2 hours long.
Exactly.
Or
that's what I'm.
Spanned over a long period of time and they
is there a possibility of him like falling asleep and they have him asleep for a second and then daytime
something, you know? So
I'm not sure how that's going to work, but either way, just won Best Film Golden Globe.
Yeah,
clearly got legs behind it. New release date coming for us. It's been out in America for the last week, I believe, or week or so.
And people are saying it's fantastic. But people are saying not only with the one-shot thing, like when I first heard about this, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's another gimmick. Yeah. Here's another attempt at sucking up my own ass in terms of filmmaking. But apparently it is really bloody good. But in saying that too, people are saying... that's a horrible thing to say after that. Sucking up my own ass. Pretty bloody good.
That should be on a T-shirt.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Apparently that... The A-list cast of actors isn't a distraction, and the film is filmed in the way that it kind of gives you the feeling that you're there.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
The cameras aren't just in the room.
I feel like
it's at a level it's at eye level, you know. So
I feel like this needs to be a VMAX adventure.
Yeah,
and by the way, I have noticed as well, as much as we love Glendale Event Cinemas, we very much do. Their VMAX is like a normal screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like anything because I saw Jumanji at VMAX at Katara.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's a big ass screen.
Yeah.
That is a monster.
Katara's cinema is quite good. It's a bit more pricey, but it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, but I will also say they have an awesome special for Gold Class after 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Do they?
There's like 2 sessions a week after that time frame because they have the 2 Gold Class, 2 to 4. But after that time frame where it's $20 for a Gold Class ticket.
That's not bad.
As opposed to 38.
The problem that I have with that, though, like that is good. But the problem with that, like every time I've gone to see a Gold Class movie, my cinema experience hasn't differed in any way. It's not like they say the sound is better. No, it's not.
No.
It's just the room's less condensed.
The room's less condensed.
And they've got like recliner seats. You know what has recliner seats now?
Oh, it's Charlestown everywhere.
Yeah, and the Titan Cinema at Reading Cinemas at Charlestown as well. So you've got just as equally a bigger screen. Turn your brightness up. The fucking screen is too dark, I'm telling you.
Ah, okay.
But sound is good, and every chair reclines.
You go there?
I go there with my old man whenever we go up there for a burger and a movie. Yeah.
No, nice. But either way, 1917. been fair to say that this will be this week's venture.
Yes, I love war films, and
100%.
I love very well-made war films,
Yeah.
and this has got some legs, as we said, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Now, we can, honestly, dude, we can cut that last one off the list because I haven't even IMDb'd it.
I have no idea what that is,
Yeah,
so
but
yeah,
either
that's
way,
fine.
all right, the last one this week is one that I am very much looking forward to, and I can't wait to show my son the trailer.
Yep.
Because I feel like this will be like a playing with fire thing, and he'll be like, heck yes, because he loves live action films now. I'm all about this.
That's great. You've got a son you can take to the movies.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And he's
yeah.
picking films that, like, as in, they're still kids' films, but they're ones that are with people and stories as opposed to just, I'm a pigeon, I laid an egg. sorry, that was a Shrek reference.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. So My Spy with Dave Bautista.
Yes.
Obviously not a Shrek reference. Don't roast me in the comments, or do,
Whatever.
tag and share a friend.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Say anything, please.
Yes. My Spy, Dave Bautista. You ever wanted to watch the guy from Stuber threaten to kill a young girl? This is the movie for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all we need to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm keen for this.
It looks good.
Yeah, this is an above YASS. It's like a YASS-sided. Like,
Okay, so you're not... Oh, so we've got another level in between there.
we added
Okay.
layers. We added
Okay.
layers. It's like an onion.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So
like
when
there's
it's in
multiple layers, and
So when you put it out in the sun, it sprouts little white hairs?
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that actually was a Shrek reference. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, My Spy. Yeah. So basically, Dave Bautista plays, I'm a tough guy, spy man.
But I'm
And
also
that-
bad at it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not good because I got found out literally by a 9-year-old girl.
Yes.
And she's like, I won't tell anyone or release this video I took of you if you train me to become a spy. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, gosh darn it.
It's the
Hashtag
dumbest...
hijink city.
It's the dumbest plot ever, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
Dave Bautista is, as we've discussed recently, he's killing it in terms of leading roles.
Yeah.
Did you watch his interviews on most of the late night talk shows about him and Kumail Nanjiani
No.
and their relationship?
No.
So on Stuber, that was...
By the way, does him in an interview setting seem like a natural person?
Who?
Dave Bautista.
Yes.
Yeah. Does he seem just naturally funny-ish?
Yes, genuine. Yeah.
Okay,
But
awesome.
like
That's good.
for Stuber,
Yeah.
it was his like first lead role,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes.
And obviously alongside Kumail Nanjiani as well. Apparently Dave Bautista, being the sweetheart that he is, he bought everybody gifts,
Yeah.
and Kumail Nanjiani didn't know about it. Didn't get anybody anything. And Kumail Nanjiani was like, this fucking guy.
He's got an ego.
Yeah, goes out and buys everything, and here I am, like, left with nothing. But, like, they reveal that, like, at the end, like, Kumail eventually came around with something.
Oh, he could have literally gone, oh, that's so nice. I just left my things out in the car and called a PA and, like, said, buy these now and that. And they would
but
have
apparently
done it, yeah.
all the gifts that
Yeah,
Dave
what,
Bautista bought
personalised?
for him, yeah, like they were like,
that's awesome.
like the person who wears a yellow shirt every day, he wore them like a specifically yellow shirt that he thinks that they'll like, or some shit like that.
No,
like
that's
thoughtful
cool.
gifts,
Yeah.
for all of the
He
cast
actually
and
paid
crew.
attention to the people who he worked with. That's,
Yeah,
that's really nice.
And
man.
Kumail Nanjiani was super jealous and embarrassed about it because he didn't do anything.
And
but,
he's just like, look at these iPads I got you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie looks kind of funny, and obviously, as we said, the plot's kind of dumb, but it's that typical, you know, what would you call that kind of age? Sprouting teen kind of comedy?
Yeah.
family-friendly
fucking
comedy?
millennial.
Fucking millennial, family-friendly comedy?
Yeah, it's a weird age. It's like where Oliver's about to get into, like that 8 to 12 range.
Yuck.
Where it's like,
They're real cunts.
you're kind of figuring out how to play people and
Yeah.
stuff, and like, you know, do that, and now you know how to talk properly and write stuff, and, you know, Dan's a dickhead and all that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And a good old backhand because you're a little bastard, like.
Watch out, Kevin Hart, don't fuck this up.
But yeah, no, anyway.
Anyway,
So,
yeah.
I'm excited for this.
I'm going to give this a YASS.
Yeah.
Because I do think it'll be fun, and I
Yeah.
do think it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
I'm just not racing to see it. And this compared to 1917 up there for me.
I totally get that, man.
Yeah.
And as pop culture reviewers as we are, obviously the right answer is 1917.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I won't be hitting you with some My Spy reviews if I end up going to
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
too.
Hey, if you do get to see it, I'd really like to hear about
Yeah,
your
no,
thoughts, so-
I'm just curious, and it's also got Kirsten Shaw.
Yep.
Is that her name?
I have no idea. You mean the young girl?
No. The older
As Barbie.
Wait, I'm looking at producer. Yeah, Kristen Shaw.
Oh, yeah, she's great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. She's one of those actresses that I'm like, for years, I'm just like, you're annoying. I don't like you. And then all of a sudden I'm like, you're actually quite funny.
I love you.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Yeah.
you're actually really funny, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Either way, man, I'm excited for this.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, that's been the show.
That has been the
And
show.
we hit our 45-minute target, man.
Oh, we absolutely did by 17 minutes.
Fudge a daisy.
Somehow.
Yes.
Anyway, as Mitch has said, that has been our show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in this Friday. I was about to take the next line. Wait, hold on. The next one is mine.
Yeah.
Sorry. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 2C3Pod.
That's right. And if you're listening to the podcast on a platform, but maybe it's not the right platform for you, or you're watching on YouTube, want to know how to hear the platform, the podcast, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Big summer blowout.
That's a blowout. Anyway,
I say it like that almost every time.
Do you?
We're just saying it at the same time. You never notice that I go big summer blowout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well
like
then.
I really accentuate it.
Okay, never noticed.
My apologies.
But
maybe you should listen to the show.
Maybe I should, but what did you know this?
What?
You can you can find t-shirts,
Oh.
a mug,
Where?
a sticker,
What, Kmart?
and a fridge magnet.
Where?
All at Kmart, but specifically TeePublic has
Oh.
2C3 Pod t-shirts.
That sounds much better and more convenient.
No, it's definitely not more convenient,
Shut
but
up,
it's
dude.
great for us.
It's
if
good.
you want to support the
That's
show
the one.
in a way that gives you something in return, instead of paying into a Patreon that gives you nothing back, apart from what you already get, head over to teepublic.com. Links are all below. Yes, it's in both.
Really? Oh, well, I mean, if you wanted to support the show in a different, unique way, and maybe you just wanted to cut the corner and you can't wait for postage or anything, maybe you can be our first donator. Head over to PayPal, twoscompany3podcast at gmail.com. Maybe make a sneaky donation. That $1, you'll get a shout out.
Yeah.
50 cents.
$1.
No, not even. 10 cents, you'll get a fucking shout out.
Okay.
That's somebody taking their money and saying, hey, good job.
Okay.
Like, that's a really nice gesture if you wanted to do that. If you don't, that's fine. We've been dealing with that for almost a year. But either way, that would be awesome because we still put money into this show.
Yes.
It may not seem like it sometimes, but we do spend our own money quite frequently. Every week we see a movie in the theaters.
Yep.
So
We
hell,
have our
head on over to
giveaways.
PayPal, twoscompany3podcast at gmail.com and just, plug $1 in there and we'll shout you out. Leave a little note and we'll shout it out on air.
We'll
As long as
greatly
it doesn't have
appreciate-
profanities. Actually, preferred if it has profanities.
Preferred, extra preferred. You can double shout out
Yes.
if you send us a $2 coin and also some profanities. Absolutely.
Yeah. Or if you donate $5, I'll give you a virtual high five. Oh, not today.
Oh,
Didn't
'cause you
donate.
Anyway,
No, that's right. But
listen-
also hit up that email for any business inquiries.
Yes, all linked
Or money.
below, of course.
Money,
now,
money,
we have
money,
two
money.
podcasts every week, every Wednesday, and why do I keep doing that? Every Wednesday and every Friday.
That's right. And don't forget about our 4 YouTube videos every week.
Peace
Make
among
sure to
worlds.
subscribe and click that bell.
Absolutely.
That's the one.
Listen,
Yes.
thank you for tuning in this Friday. It's been one hell of a ride. It's stinking hot in here, and we're still very crook, so we apologize for those who struggled listening to this episode.
We
But
may seem a little bit snippy.
Yeah, but we definitely greatly appreciate your support. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday. My name is Dylan.
And my name is Mitchell. And do not forget that we are Two's Company, but you are the podcast. It's my favorite part of the week, man. I love it. I hope yours is a fucking stinker.
I'm sure it will be.
Easy Rider. How about fucking Chariots of Fire, bitch? Alright. Straight off the top. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Spicy meatball?
It's one that you should get.
Oh, now I'm going to be real bummed if I don't.
You should get, but I understand why you wouldn't.
Okay.
In Stanley Kubrick's 1980 psychological thriller horror The Shining,
Yes.
what was the name of the hotel resort?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, man.
Come on, dude. Are you going to take the lead? Is there going to be a lead for the first time in event?
Yeah, I think there will be.
Wait, did you change my number to 2?
Yes.
I didn't get that one right.
Didn't you?
I said the handlebar of the
Oh,
bike.
yeah. What am I?
No, that's all right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the Outlook, is it? Is it the Outlook?
No, I think... Oh,
Fuck.
I'll let you tweak it if you want to.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
The Overlook
Oh,
Hotel.
fuck!
Oh,
I knew
and
I
the
was
scores remain 1-1 for week 2
Okay.
of the year. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love you.
Into that video by Two's Company Freezer Podcast. Don't be sad though, there's plenty more where that came from. Another cheeky video right there. Maybe even hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Or if you don't like our faces, check us out on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube.